have that trouble, I think, to learn to having a Taiwanese girlfriend, you learn the secrets, and there are many, because being photographed and posting photos is very important. Okay, are we ready to start? Or have I already started and I just don't know it?
Sure.
Okay.
Do I need to introduce James?
Yeah, so actually you should bring your brother to introduce you.
Okay.
Okay, James, let me introduce you formally.
Okay.
This is James Miller. And I can tell you now, you're going to get a very, very good informative session in Taiwan. He's a great presenter. He's going to give you a lot of discussion topics, and please feel welcome to ask this man. It's very good.
Thank you very much. I feel a lot of pressure.
Gee, your shirt, even the pattern.
Yeah.
Wow, so
Actually, I was just planning on being okay, but now I have to be great. So, all right. Welcome to Taiwan. I'm curious. You see, Sarah, I knew it.
Yeah, microphone.
Okay. Wow. See, even in my classroom. All right, I should not just hold it down here, because
Camera is rolling.
that defeats the purpose. Well, I'll jump around. I'm sorry, that's just me. Now, do you have the camera set really wide?
Yes, very
Yes,
wide.
like this.
Okay, so I can walk anywhere.
Yes.
So here's okay,
Okay.
and over
Okay.
here, and over here's okay. Okay, now watch. I'm just gonna stay here, Doctor. Okay, I'm curious, and this will also help me. I've met some of you. Who here, this is their first week in Taiwan? Their first week. Okay, so we've got one, Chris from South Africa, Zach from the great state, Buckeye State of Ohio. Go Bucks. Andrew, I should have remembered that. Andrew from Texas. Emma from, I don't know, Wisconsin. Cheesehead. Sorry, I just, okay. Anthony from Wisconsin. No, not the same last name. Okay. There was a couple, there was a couple one year, a married couple. They were on Hongku.
Yeah, the Hongku.
Yeah, okay. Now, who was here for the first? No. Okay, so I'm just gonna not talk about it. They already know everything. Okay, if you're new to Taiwan, I hope that this is good information for you. If you've been here for a short time or a long time, then please feel free to add, correct me, give your own opinions, observations, anything. Okay. Taiwan Survival Guide. Help you make the most of your first year here, or if you've been here, maybe I will share a few things that you're not familiar with. So. Okay, during your stay in Taiwan, you will at some point feel shocked, confused, lost, scared, disgusted, irritated, frustrated, lonely, sad, surprised, and maybe even horrified. Culture shock. And the story that I sometimes tell with this is, it's in the parking garage of my apartment building with my girlfriend, getting ready to get on a scooter, and my girlfriend noticed that there was a large cockroach near the scooter. And so she calls me Jamie. So it's cute. I have a cute name for her as well. So later, so she said, Jamie, be careful, there's a cockroach. And I'm like, okay, all right, it's all right. And then, so step away from the cockroach. Then the cockroach decided it wanted to fly. Yes, cockroaches in Asia, some of them, even the very large ones, fly. And she's like, I don't know where it is, I don't know where it is, I don't know where it is. And she's like, oh, it's on your back, it's point, I'm taking off my jacket and I'm trying to get rid of this coverage. I was shocked, confused, scared, disgusted, irritated, frustrated, and horrified. Yes, you're going to see insects here that you haven't seen in other parts of the world. There's a very large spider, and it doesn't spin a web, it just hunts its prey, and it climbs up walls, and one day, I saw it where I taught a group of classmates, and I had the TIE, which was a school soldier. Here in Taiwan, you had to volunteer for your service if you were a man. So there's this young man who is helping out at my school, and I kill the big spiders because they freak out the kids. So there's this large spider, and I decided to knock it down with a broom and have him help me. And there's a wooden floor, or a pretend wooden floor, and the spider falls, and the TIE screams and runs out of the room, and the spider starts running, and it's as big as my hand. And I'm honest, I could hear the spider's footsteps on the floor as it ran. It was that big that it made stomping sounds. Again, horrified, shocked, disgusted. Anyway, yes, you'll see things here that will surprise you. So, okay. Languages. As I think you've already figured out, Mandarin is the predominant language. There are other languages like Taiwanese and Hakka. When people found out that you're coming to Taiwan, they probably said, oh, so will you speak Taiwanese? Thinking to them that made the most sense, that everyone in Taiwan spoke Taiwanese. I've also had people ask me, oh, in Taiwan, you eat Thai food, right? No, that's Thailand. Dates. Taiwan uses a different calendar. They use a lunar calendar. For example, the year 2019 will be 108 in Taiwan. Should put a space there. So you're going to see documents that are written with the lunar calendar dates. You're also going to see things written with the year first, month, and then the date. Just be aware whenever you're filling out forms, it may be confusing for you. Get someone to help you, because the date system's different, and when your school's not going to put things in the Western format just for you when they're distributing it to everyone. Okay? So a different date system. When you do your bank account, it's going to be printed with the lunar calendar. Okay. Climate. So far, this week's been pretty comfortable. I think, right? Yeah. I mean, it's not been too hot, too terrible. I used to say that there are 4 seasons: hot, really hot, cold, and really, really hot and wet. One nice thing is, in the months whenever it's cooler, we don't get a lot of rain. So November, December, January, we don't have cold temperatures and a lot of rain. We have the rainy season now. Now we're in the typhoon season. In spring we have the clone rains. Eventually it does stop raining. Really, I suggest you plan ahead and maybe have like an extra pair of shoes and socks stashed at your school. Make sure you have an umbrella. If you're walking very far, maybe a raincoat, prepare for the weather. One of the things that you'll see, one of the things you'll see, people ride their scooter and a shower starts to break out. The scooters, they all pull off to the side of the road, they get out their raincoat, they put on their raincoat, they ride in the rain. When it stops raining, they pull off, take off their raincoat, put it in their scooter. When they get to where they're going, take out their raincoat, hang it on their scooter to dry. There's a whole process. So, okay. Carry an umbrella with you. You never know when it's going to rain. There are places like Taipei that it rains more often than the south where I'm at. Holidays. We're in Ghost Month right now. You maybe already seen, or you will see people outside burning ghost money in kind of a big kettle, a pot. Ghost Month is sort of like Halloween in that they show more scary movies on TV. There's more superstition about things like don't go swimming during Ghost Month. We're coming up to Double 10. Double 10 is nice because that will be a holiday for us. It's actually a 4-day weekend for us. When there's a 4-day weekend, we think, wow, we get this 4-day holiday. It's great, it's wonderful, except you need to make up either the Thursday or the Tuesday somewhere, and they make it up on a Saturday. Usually the Saturday before the holiday. So your school saying, oh, we have this 4-day weekend coming up, and you're like, great, hey, this will be wonderful. And then they say, but we need to come to school on this Saturday. And you're like, okay, I'm here on school on Saturday. What day is it on Saturday? And they'll tell you whether it's a Friday or a Thursday or a Monday or a Tuesday. And so your great lesson plans, you may have to accommodate that you're going to have the same group of students 2 days very close together. They want to make sure that they get their days in. Moon Festival, mooncakes. Yummy, 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 yummy mooncakes. There are many different kinds. If you go to Costco, they give out samples of really, really good ones from Hong Kong, ones that are really expensive. Everywhere sells mooncakes. Starbucks has mooncakes. Family Mart has mooncakes. They have different things inside of them. You may be surprised because you're eating this and suddenly there's an egg and you think, what? So experiment, find one that you like. Don't eat too many because they are very high in calories. Okay, Lunar New Year. Lots of fireworks. Lantern Festival. Okay, let me go back to any holiday. Anytime there's a 4-day weekend, anytime there is a holiday, whenever people have time off, unlike the US, and I believe other countries, you plan your own vacation. You start a job and they say, okay, after 1 year, we're going to give you 1 week off. After 2 years, you get 2 weeks off, and you kind of build up time. Here, unless you're a teacher, most people don't have a lot of annual leave. And so when there's a national holiday, everyone travels. And if you think, wow, 4 days off, 10-10, that sounds great. Hey, I'll go to Japan. Flights are already crowded, the tickets are already, the prices have jumped. You think, oh wow, Chinese New Year, I'll go here, I'll go there. If you don't plan early, you're going to pay a lot, you're going to have trouble finding transportation. Tickets do sell out because there's this big migration of people. It's kind of like if you want to go to Taipei on the weekend, great. If you live in the South, I can go to Taipei on Saturday and I can come back on Sunday. But there are many people who are leaving Taipei on Saturday, going to Kaohsiung and coming back to Taipei on Sunday. You just want to make sure that you're going with the right direction. There are many people that travel. If you want to travel during the holidays, seriously, book your hotel, book your flight, book your train early. Lantern Festival. Chinese New Year. Sorry. Chinese New Year, you and Moon Festival, you may be invited to someone's home. They feel obligated, which is nice because they're friendly. They feel obligated to be a host because they don't want you to be lonely. At this point, if people from my school invite me, I turn them down because I think that that's kind of sacred family time. But when I first came to Taiwan, I willingly accepted that because I wanted to experience the holidays. I encourage you to do that. I was at a large gathering, a large family barbecue for Moon Festival. We're around a big table, and there's the father, the mother, the grandfather, everybody, the kids, and I'm waiting for the grandfather to start eating because I think, okay, this is the guy. He's the head of the family. And I'm right, but they were waiting for me to start eating because I was the honored guest. If someone in Taiwan asks you, no, I'm not going to say that they're going to ask you, if they suggest something 2 times, they're really telling you, I want you to do this. But they're not going to say it directly. So, if they say, would you like some tea? No, okay. And they again say, would you like some tea? They're saying, please drink some tea with me. So, you have to listen for the very subtle, the very indirect way. Okay, Lantern Festival. Lantern Festival is at the end of Chinese New Year. To me, it's like Christmas. It moves around different counties where they have the National Lantern Festival. They have this huge lantern. It's kind of this big, I would compare it to like a state fair. I mean, there's all these food vendors and there's performances. And if you don't think you're going to be in Taiwan more than 1 year, go to the Lantern Festival. Just to see it, to eat, to be part of it. There may be smaller ones in your community, but go to the big one. Okay, tomb sweeping. Tomb sweeping is sort of like Memorial Day, whenever people clean the family graveside. Burials in Taiwan is different. They don't have the traditional graveyards because they don't have the space that other countries do. Dragon boat. I've never participated. I'm probably too old to participate, but you should go see dragon boat races. So here's exactly what I was talking about. This is a dragon boat festival. It's nice because to me it's saying, it's in June, and it's saying the school year is almost over. You made it. Also a holiday. Here's Lantern Festival. There's the Sky Lantern Festival. Beautiful. I've never been because everybody says it's crazy crowded. It is. Yes. It's like impossible almost to go and see this. If you want to go, good luck. Let me know how it works out for you. So, okay. School life. Students overall, well behaved, I will say. I teach in elementary schools. They're cute. At the school does not have the traditional structure that we have in the U.S., where there's custodians and cafeteria workers, and the kids leave their classroom and go to the cafeteria. The students eat in their own room. Someone from the kitchen will bring food. The kids serve each other. They clean up. They also clean the school every day. In the morning, there may be an afternoon cleaning time. So there's no recess, you know, where there's somebody out watching the kids and there's recess and duty. During the break times, depending upon the schedule, 10 or 20 minutes, the kids will play. And sometimes, I'll be honest, they play rough. I've seen kids like wrestle and things when I first came here, I'm like, hey, no, we don't do that. Well, here they do that. But if I saw that in the US, you know, students touching each other in an aggressive way, I would say no. Here, kids have a lot of freedom. We also, you'll be surprised that in the US, we would escort kids in elementary school. We would actually take the homeroom and walk them to gym class and come and pick them up and then walk them to art class. Now, here the kids are on their own going to classes. Nap time. One of my co-teachers, or no, one of my colleagues, crashing at her desk. Lunchtime starts at noon, and it runs maybe 30 minutes, maybe 40, depending on the school, whatever. And then you'll see that everybody's napping. Now, a homeroom teacher will take a nap, and they'll put 1 or 2 kids in charge of like watching the other students to make sure that they behave. And if they don't write their number on the board, all the kids have a number. And from the number, you can see what class they are, what grade that they are, and their individual numbers. Boys are given the low numbers, girls are given the higher numbers. So be aware if you're doing an activity where you're pulling, numbered sticks to pick random students. It's going to be weighted, boys and girls on one end. You may want to take a nap. If you take a nap, I suggest take a pillow and crash at your desk, find some place that you're comfortable doing it. A lot of people are going to do that. A lot of people over here, they work very hard. They stay up late. And it's very hot, and all of those things contribute to needing to pick me up after you eat. Utility knives. I was also very surprised to see that the students have, especially junior high and up, they have utility knives in their pencil box. And I've seen kids chop up erasers and do things, and you think, wait a second. Here's this kid, they have this sharp object. Is the same? Sports day. Sports day or the school anniversary. Get ready for one Saturday where you're going to work and you're going to go to your school. And if you have more than one school, you're going to go to more than one school on Saturday. And they're going to have a big party. And at this party, the kids will sing and dance, and there'll be guests, and they'll make speeches and speeches and speeches and speeches. And it will last all day. And then the kids will have races and games and activities. And it's to celebrate the school. And you may play a big part, you may play a small part. And then you get the next Monday off. So, yeah, depending upon the school, depending upon the environment. Okay, makeup days. We talked about those. Those are the Saturdays that you get. Last minute notice. Had someone tell me last year, James, I want you to plan a Christmas activity about 20, 25 minutes long. And we're going to broadcast this to all the students over the school. I want you to use some students to help you do this. And we'll do this on Christmas Day. And I said, okay, great. Thank you for telling me. And it was December 14th. So I had about 11 days to put together a Christmas show. And I did. I said, thank you for telling me, because there was nothing else that I could say. School military service, they discontinued those but you may still see some TDIEs, and they're assigned to like government buildings, and it's part of the voluntary service. Okay. Trains. Oh, there are many different kinds of trains. For the new people, have you all ridden on a train before? Yes, okay. So you know whenever you take a train, some trains have many stops, some trains are express. Always, no matter what you're taking, whether it's a high-speed rail or a traditional train, keep your ticket. Your ticket helps you get through the gate, onto the train, and once you exit the train, gets you back out. Different kinds of trains. I live in Chiayi. Chiayi has a really nice little railway museum. If you make it to Chiayi, come visit. Just know that, and what I suggest is learn a couple of things. Learn your school name well, learn your city name well, and learn some basic information. If you're not sure or you're still practicing, take photos, use your phone so you can show taxi drivers, hey, I want to go to this train station. Take a photo of the building, take a photo with a name. Use your cell phone as like electronic breadcrumbs to help you get from here to there and back again. So find somebody at the train station that speaks English and that they can help you. So one of my big fears coming to Taiwan is that I was going to get on the wrong bus and I was going to go to the wrong place and I was going to get on the wrong train and I was going to be lost. And both of those things happened, and I survived. And yes, it's a scary feeling whenever you think, I don't know where I'm at, and I don't know how to get home, and I don't know who can help me. Don't freak out. You can find somebody that can help you, somebody that works there, you can call your friends. Okay. All right, MRT. Have they taken the MRT for any reason in Taipei during this orientation? Have all of you taken the subway before? Yes. Taichung's getting an MRT. I'm not sure when that's going to open. I'm excited about that. For the MRT, you're going, if you really want to make life easy, use an easy card. I have. What's an easy card? Good question. Okay.
Oh, I got one.
You got one?
Mine's a kid's one.
Yours a kid's one?
It's illegal to use it on the train.
Really?
They bought it for me on accident.
Really? Okay. Well, this is mine. It was part of a pair. It's a half Mickey heart. My girlfriend has the Minnie heart. Oh. Easy card you can load up at MRT. You can load different places. Yes, this is the logo and everything. Yes. Do you have money on this? You have money on it?
I might. It's from way
It's
back.
old?
Yeah.
Ooh, I think you still have money on it. You can use this whenever you get on buses. You can use this for trains. It will help you. They come out with new ones all the time. Some are very desirable and collectible now. They recently had one, and I'll try to say this correctly, the Wi-Fi?
Good job. Yeah.
Yep, okay. Ooh, thank you. Wi-Fi e-yo-yo card. That's easy card in Android. And this thing costs 100 NT, which is normal. But it was highly desirable because Wi-Fi sounds like good. And so everybody bought them up immediately. E-yo-yo card.
立体的悠游卡在乖乖。真的还蛮不一样的。
No, it's like a bag of chips. Snack. And it went in one day from $100 to like $5,000 NT online. And so the people at 7-Eleven had people asking, white dealer, mail, mail, mail. White dealer, mail, mail, mail. White, mail, mail. They had a Pokemon ball, which was also really cool. That would light up whenever you used it. Same thing. People went nuts over it. Okay. Old FETs. Yay! Thomas. Allison. Old friends. Okay. Make connections with people in this room. If you find somebody in this group and you like them and like hanging out with them and think, hey, this could be a potential travel buddy, stay in touch with them for a couple of different reasons. One, whenever you travel, it's nice to have somebody to have your back. I know somebody who went to Japan with somebody that they met with an FET. I've known a couple of FETs who found true love. So, if you're going to celebrate holidays, I've gotten together with a group of people for Thanksgiving, for Easter, Christmas. These are the people that are going through the same things that you are. So, yeah, they become your family here. Okay, HSR. Ooh, I took the HSR here, I'll take it back. It's really cool to be on a high-speed train if you've never done it. And I encourage you, at some point, even if this is just between two stations, take business class because it's really nice. You get a snack, you get a drink, they treat you special. It's more expensive, but really, it's. Have you done business class? You should do business class. No? Never? Come on, live a little. Just a little more. You've done business. Never business class on the HSR? Nice? Okay. Taxi. Now they also, I'm not sure, Uber's not in Taiwan now, right?
Uber, somebody still call Uber.
Somebody still call Uber?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's Uber.
There is Uber? Because there was a while they were fighting.
I think now it's, yeah.
Okay, all right. Sometimes you need to take a taxi. Taxis like to drive really fast. I was actually in a taxi with some friends and we were running through lights and making illegal turns, which is kind of normal here as we're driving. And the taxi driver was like, no police, no problem. And some are very safe and some are scary. If you want to go someplace, like for example, you're in Jai and you want to go to Alishan for the day, you can hire some taxi drivers to take you and some friends for the day. And the rate, if you divide it among a group of people, is not bad. So, really rent a car if you want to go to someplace far and out of the way. Now, I've been in taxis where the driver has the radio on, he's got the TV on, he's talking on the phone to somebody, and we're still barreling down the road, and you just think, wow, is there anybody I need to send a message to? Just in case. Okay. Now, whenever I want a taxi, I go to like a convenience store, someplace when I first came here, before I had friends who would call for me, and I would say, Ji Chan Cha, which is my bad pronunciation of taxi. Ji Chan Cha. You see, now here's the problem with Andrew and me. Okay? Listen closely. Ji Chan Cha.
计程车。
Okay, so when I speak Mandarin, I'm often told, "Oh, your accent's so cute." And I'm thinking, you know, at my age, I don't want anything about me to be cute.
It's like you are singing, you know, when you are speaking Chinese, or oh, you're saying Chinese. Oh, sorry. Say that again.
So people ask, "Oh, you've been here 8 years? I've been here 8 years. Do you speak Mandarin?" And I'll say, "No." And they say, "Really? You should learn." And I think, I try, honest. But when I try, it's very hard to get the tones right. My pronunciation's gotten better, but I'm not close, I'll be honest. Sometimes I do okay. So, and sometimes life is just kind of confusing. Last week, I was talking to a colleague, because I'm at my school and there aren't many people, and I said, "Oh, how are you?" And he said, I'm okay, just okay. And, "Oh, really, why?" And he said, "Oh, you know, because Samben,
Is it Chinese?
Yes.
Oh. Chinese? Sorry, I don't get that. You need to speak more.
Okay, Samben,
Sentence, put that in the sentence.
he just said Samben.
So what does that mean?
Okay, it means work.
Oh, 上班.
Okay, you see, again,
Oh, see,
that's
different.
exactly what I said, right? Really? Mine and hers are. Okay, so he said Samben, which he meant work, he has to work. But when he said Samben, because he's been speaking English to me, I thought he said, okay, what sounds like sunban? I thought, oh, sunburn. So I thought maybe he had been swimming and he had a sunburn.
Yeah. It sounds like sunburn, really.
Yes, it
It's not
does.
bad.
It does. So you're going to have those where, seriously, you really think that you understand what's happening around you. You really think, I got this. I got this. And then you find out you were completely clueless. You had no idea what was happening. So the teacher said, "James, hey, do you want to go bowling with us on the weekend?" And I said, "Okay, sure. Sounds like fun." Because people will invite you to do things. And I encourage you, anytime anybody invites you, say yes. Go be with people, learn, see, do things. So this group of teachers, "James, let's go bowling." I'm like, "Okay." So we go bowling, and we bowl a game, and everybody's bowling, and we're having fun. And then at the end of the game, it's like, "Okay, we need to move." I thought, what? So we move to whatever lane, and we bowl, and we're having fun. Okay, we need to move again. And I thought, what, is this a Taiwanese thing that you change lanes after each game? And I finally asked, I said, "I don't understand why." They said, "Oh, we're bowling in the tournament." Really? I had no idea. I thought we were just having fun and there were a lot of people there, but no. You know, we bowl in this lane and then we had changed. I didn't know. All right. Okay. Places, if you ask for a taxi, places can ask for issue a taxi. Okay. Buses. The whole concept of safety when you move with large groups is a little different here. Because you would think, I'm on a high-speed train coming here, I paid for my ticket, I'm in my seat. You would think, okay, I'm going to be comfortable. Or you're on a train and you pay for your ticket and you're on your seat. If they have many people that want to travel, they will sell more tickets. And on the bus, it's the same thing. It's packed. And I've been on trains where it's packed. Especially during those holidays, when many people didn't plan ahead. And I've had to stand on a train for an hour to get from here to there. And you think, oh, if there's an accident, all these people are dead. Really, because they're just packed like sardines. So plan ahead, and if you've got somebody, you're in your seat and somebody's standing next to you, just kind of roll with it. That's what I suggest. Okay. In my city, for example, from the traditional train station, they offer a free shuttle to the high-speed rail station, the Gautier. I'm speaking Chinese again. Gautier. That was good. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Check. You might be surprised. There are free shuttles sometimes. For example, in China, there's a free shuttle from the HSR to the southern branch of the National Palace Museum. Also, something really cool to come to China. Things to remember. Take pictures. Use your phone as an electronic breadcrumbs. When you walk, you think, I'm a pedestrian, I'm in the crosswalk, I should have the right of way. No. When you drive, or if you do drive, or if you just watch people drive, you will be amazed. Traffic signs, laws, rules, they're just suggestions. Really?
This is outside.
No, this is inside Taipei. Nice man, driver came to pick me up from the HSR, drove me here. We're approaching the campus. I knew where we were at. We're in the left lane. I see the sign clearly, no left turn. And I watch him edge and put on his turn signal and turn left. The concept of, oh, I missed my exit, I should drive around the block and make many, many left turns or many, many right turns until I get where I'm going. Foreign here. You miss your turn, you just do a big U-turn. I've seen buses cut across like 4 lanes and do a U-turn. Once again, keep a copy of your address. I have a copy of my address on my phone. If I need it, take photos of your school. Help yourself, really. Keep copies of phone numbers in your phone of people that can help you. Scooters, hey, here's this handsome guy. I got a terrible sunburn. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh man, I was a rock lobster. Oh, it was bad. Okay. There are almost as many scooters as there are people in Taiwan. It's the predominant form of transportation. Many people ride scooters. You will see a family of 5 on a scooter. Yes, I have seen that. Dad, mom, 3 little kids. People with like a little stroller on the scooter, put in a baby. Some of these kids are not wearing helmets. It scares me, it's dangerous. People will have their dogs on the scooter. I've seen 2 dogs on the scooter and they do great. And I think, how is this possible? And whenever they stop and the dogs need to go somewhere, they just get off, do their business, and jump back on. And you think, how do you train a dog to do that? I don't know. And I've seen people, like, 2 people on a scooter and the one in the back is holding a ladder. And you think, this just doesn't seem physically possible, but they do, or furniture. Okay, who here rides a scooter? Yes. Yes. Okay, yes. It's like playing a video game, right? Really, because and maybe you're going to find yourself in a situation where you're like, hey, I'm going to get a scooter, and you get a scooter. But I go to work, and it's like a video game where you see things coming at you, and you have to react. And there are people who drive the wrong way, and I have no idea why, other than it's more convenient for them. And people will pull out in front of you without looking. If you're behind them, they think it's your responsibility to not hit them. Yes? What's your theory?
For Lodo, my theory is that you start off, you're riding a bicycle.
Yes.
And there's always a bicycle lane on your right. You know, and that's separate from the car lane. So you don't have to stop, you know, you don't want to stop if you're on a bike because it's really difficult to start again. And then you've got the lane there, so you just pull out and you pull into the lane and you can go. Then after that you graduate to a motor scooter. And then same thing, you know, you've got your motor scooter lane, so you just pull out. But then after that you get a car, and then you've got a habit. So you're just going to pull out and turn right because you're used to doing it.
He's right on this.
So, yeah, you shouldn't get angry at drivers.
Right.
There is a rule in Taiwan, and that's if you're in a car, you can do a left turn anytime you want, especially when the light turns green. You can automatically do a left turn. So if you're a pedestrian, you're walking, expect people to do that turn. And don't be angry because everybody does it.
When you're with foreigners, and other foreigners, and they get angry, visibly angry, and they're yelling and screaming in the car and using their, adult words. When I hear that, I think, okay, it's time for them to take a break from Taiwan. Yes, and for some reason, if you're at an intersection and the light changes, the people turning left they get to go first. There was a test that they added to the driver's test about right-of-way. Three vehicles at an intersection and who had the right-of-way. And most Taiwanese failed that question. The concept of right-of-way just isn't accepted. So be careful. I have a different theory about the people who turn blindly. And that is, if you are walking or riding when you see a funeral, and here in Taiwan, funerals are different because the temples aren't really the place for funerals. They will put up a tent in the street, and they will block off the street, block off the lane, and they'll have the body there, and the family will be there, and it may be days while they're having this funeral. And you should not look because you shouldn't, give that any attention because you don't want the ghosts to notice you. So you shouldn't sing or whistle or do anything to attract the attention of the ghost. And I think many Taiwanese, there's a saying that we have, you see something out of the corner of your eye. I think people in Taiwan, some who are superstitious, they think that those things out of the corner of your eye are ghosts. So they aren't looking right or left. They're just tunnel vision straight ahead. That's my theory. Is that they're not practicing that peripheral vision. Okay, let's get going. All right, cars. Anyone here have a car? Okay. Difficult to get a license? No? House parking? Terrible. You will see people park in all kinds of interesting situations. You will see people, the whole scooter lane, it's a myth. Because in the morning, you have your scooter lane, I'm safe under my scooter lane. No, a car decides to park in your scooter lane because they need to go in and get a cup of coffee, or they need to go get a breakfast sandwich or something. And then that means you have to go into the lane of traffic, and that pushes everybody in. So, I've known first year foreign teachers that get cars. If it's something that really, really appeals to you, it is possible. You can buy used cars, you can resell them whenever you leave. All right. Something else about driving in Taiwan. The concept of a speed trap doesn't really exist here. In the US and other countries, they don't tell you whenever they're monitoring your speed. But here in Taiwan, they do. So you may be in a taxi or a car, and you'll hear beep, 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 or different things, and it's saying, there's a camera up ahead, slow down. Kind of defeats the whole purpose, I think. Okay. Public bathrooms. Has everyone had the pleasure of a squatty potty? Yes? No? More and more places are also having the traditional toilets that we use in the West. Chances are your apartment will have that. Your apartment may have a very small bathroom. I will say that. I lived for years in a place where I could seriously stand in the middle of the bathroom, and I could touch all 4 walls. A shower is usually just kind of a corner of the bathroom, just draining the floor, and you really don't need the whole curtain and thing. Oh, I'm getting the time. Okay. Why don't we take a break, and we'll come back to the squatty potty. And if you need to go, now's a good time. All right. See you in 10.